Hi, I'm attorney Jordan Howlett, and welcome to the Financial Literacy Project. This initiative is presented by the American Bar Association's Tort Trial and Insurance Practice section and Thomson Reuters. In today's module, we are going to introduce you to the IRS Free File program and MilTax. These are two free tax preparation services available to more than 70% of the taxpaying population. By the end of this short 10-minute presentation, you will have a better understanding of 1, the tax preparation process generally, and 2, the ease and convenience of using Free File or MilTax to prepare your own taxes. Importantly, you will be able to use the information gained through this presentation year after year, and even share it with friends, family, and members of your local community. So let's jump right in. First, let's talk about the Free File program. The IRS launched the Free File program in 2003 as a way of providing free online tax preparation and electronic filing services to 70% of the taxpaying population. The program is made possible through a public-private partnership between the IRS and several leading tax preparation software providers, also known as Free File members. Your annual income will determine whether you qualify for the program. For example, if you made $72,000 or less in 2020, then you qualify to use the free tax preparation software under the Free File program. Later, we'll walk step by step through the process of accessing the Free File program and selecting a software provider. From that point, you'll have the option of completing your own taxes online from the comforts of your own home. Remember, no specialized tax knowledge or experience is needed whatsoever. This is why we strongly encourage everyone to consider the Free File program. It's easy, safe, convenient, and best of all, free. All right, now that we've gone over the Free File program, let's talk a little bit about MilTax. MilTax is a free tax preparation service similar to the Free File program. However, it is only available to service members, their families, and those who recently separated from the service. MilTax is sponsored by the Department of Defense, and like the Free File program, it provides free online tax preparation and electronic filing services to eligible individuals. The big difference between MilTax and Free File is that MilTax does not limit eligibility based on one's income. So, service members may access MilTax's free tax preparation services regardless of their rank or income. MilTax also allows users to file up to 3 state tax returns for free. Now, it's important to note here that Coast Guard members not serving under Title 10 have access to a separate, similar free tax preparation program, which can be accessed through CG support services. Now that you have some background information on the Free File program and MilTax, let's talk a little bit about some common documents you may need during the tax preparation process. First, it is important to know that under the Internal Revenue Code, you are required to keep and maintain records that substantiate any amounts of income, all tax deductions, and all tax credits reported on your return. So, before starting the tax preparation process, be sure to gather any documentation that shows the income you earned and any expenses you paid throughout the year. Common documents most people need include wage and earnings statements or independent contractor pay statements. These are also known as Forms W-2 and 1099. They show how much income you received for the year and the amount of taxes withheld from your paychecks over the year, if any. If you received cash tips or other forms of cash income throughout the year, which usually applies to individuals in the service industry, you will need documentation that shows the specific amounts of cash received. Remember, cash tips are taxable and must be reported on your return. For business owners, be sure to have documentation that accurately reflects your business profits or losses for the year. This is usually reported on a profit or loss statement. Also, make sure you gather all of your receipts for any business expenses you paid. You may be able to deduct these expenses. If you own a home and pay a mortgage, locate your Form 1098, which shows the mortgage interest payments you made throughout the year. You'll also want to find the records that show the amount of property taxes you paid. Both are deductible up to a certain amount. For students or parents of students, make sure you have the Form 1098-T from your college or university. The Form 1098-T shows the qualified tuition payments you made to the school, for which you may be able to take a deduction. If you paid a daycare center or babysitter to care for a young child or toddler, be sure to locate the receipts because you may qualify for a tax credit. Find the receipts for any donations of cash or other property you made to a charitable organization, for example, your church or nonprofit. These receipts can be in the form of a bank record or written confirmation from the organization that acknowledges the amount of your contribution. Lastly, if you choose to pay someone else to prepare your taxes, you will need to present your Social Security card and the Social Security cards for your spouse and any dependents listed on your return. But we hope you consider keeping the tax preparation fee for yourself this year and consider using the Free File program. All right, we talked about some of the common tax documents you might need. Now, let's briefly go over the tax preparation process generally. Once you select a Free File company, you will be guided through a series of question-based prompts, which correspond to different items of your tax return. First, the software will ask you for your personal information. For example, your name, social security number, and any dependent information. This information will be used to determine your filing status. And if you're eligible for more than one filing status, the software will let you know which status will result in the lowest tax liability for your specific situation. Next, you will be prompted to input all of your income information. For example, your salary and wage amounts located on your Form W-2, independent contractor income located on your Form 1099, any pension and retirement income, any cash tips received, and any business income information. Once you're finished reporting all of your income, also known as your gross income, the software will then ask you about certain expenses you may have incurred throughout the year. These expenses are known as adjustments to income because they lower your gross income and produce what is referred to as your adjusted gross income, or AGI for short. Your AGI is important because it determines your marginal tax rate, and it is also used to determine your eligibility for various government benefit programs. But don't worry, the software will do all of the heavy lifting for you. After reporting any adjustments to income, the software will then go over various tax deductions you may be eligible to claim. Deductions reduce the amount of your income that is subject to tax. The more deductions you have, the lower your tax bill. Note, everyone must choose between taking either the standard deduction, which is a predetermined amount, or itemizing their deductions. With the recent tax law reforms, most individuals will benefit from claiming the standard deduction. The software, though, will let you know which is better for your situation. When you're finished with deductions, you will then be asked a series of questions to determine if you're eligible for any tax credits. A credit is preferable over a deduction because the credit amount reduces your tax bill dollar for dollar. Common tax credits include the Earned Income Tax Credit, which is a benefit for low to moderate income workers. Then there's the Child Tax Credit, which provides up to $2,000 per qualifying child. And of course, there are education credits, which help subsidize the cost of higher education. Again, the tax software will do the heavy lifting for you by helping you capture each credit you're eligible to claim. Once you've wrapped up tax credits, you're near the finish line. Now you'll need to simply input your bank account and routing number so the IRS can direct deposit your refund straight into your bank account. Alternatively, you can also choose to have your refund check mailed to your home address. But direct deposit is the quickest and safest way to receive your refund. If you happen to owe taxes, the software will give you the option of paying your tax bill immediately or deferring to submit payment at a later date. Remember though, you have until April 15th to pay any taxes owed if you want to avoid penalties and interest. And if you're watching this video in 2021, you know that the IRS recently extended the payment deadline to May 17, 2021. And that's all there is to it. Now we'll show you how to quickly access the Free File program and find a Free File offer that meets your needs.
So now let's access the Free File program. Open up a browser on your phone, PC, or tablet and type in mytaxrights.org. Once the home page loads, click on the File Taxes for Free Here button towards the middle of the screen. A pop-up will appear and you'll have two button options appearing in the pop-up. we are going to click on the first one on the left, the link to Free File Lookup Tool. This is going to be the quickest way to find a free file offer available to you based off of your specific circumstances. All right, so that link took us now to the IRS Free File online lookup tool. There are a number of questions here that you have to answer. It's going to take about 5 minutes, so it's pretty quick. And then you'll be able to see what free file offers are available to you. So for this, we're going to use a fictitious person, John Doe. John Doe is single, so for filing status, we're going to mark single. Then age, John Doe is 35. And then the next screen deals with income and any adjustments to income. So for income, John Doe worked for some employer last year where he earned $35,000. So in the pre-tax wages, we're going to put $35,000. Then John Doe also had a cake business on the side that he ran as a sole proprietor, and he made $5,000 from that. So we're going to check the box for self-employment gross income, and we're going to input $5,000. John Doe did not have any other income, so we will skip down. He also did not have any adjustments to income. We can see at the bottom of the screen there, John Doe's total AGI is $40,000. So at this point, he qualifies for the free file program. Remember, any individual who had an AGI of $72,000 or less in 2020 qualifies for the free file program. So we'll hit next. On this next page, it's asking about the earned income tax credit. The first question asks how many dependents you have under the age of 19 or between 19 and 23 who are full-time students. John Doe has 2 kids, ages 8 and 10. So we are going to mark 2 here. Once we do that, another question appears, which defaults to, we believe you are not eligible for the EITC. For simplicity's sake, we are going to mark, no, I am not eligible. However, if you know that you are eligible for the EITC, you can click yes. Note though that the free file offers that will appear at the end of this depend on, some of them depend on whether you are eligible for the EITC. So if you want to make sure that you are obtaining a free file offer regardless of your EITC eligibility, you can click no here. If you want to quickly find out if you're eligible for the EITC, you can also click the third option here, use EITC Assistant to determine eligibility. A separate window will pop up and you can input your information into that separate questionnaire to determine whether or not you qualify for the EITC. So we're going to click no, I am not eligible, and next. All right, for our state of residence, John Doe lives in Maryland. So I'm just going to type that in and hit next. John Doe did not serve in the military in the past year or ever. So we're going to mark no for did you receive military pay in 2020. And now you're done. And so on this next screen, you'll see all of the free file member companies that you qualify to use based off of the information you input into this questionnaire. Now, it varies year to year, but on average, there are 9 to 10 companies who participate in the free file program. And you can see at the top of your screen, right above the offerings, it says, based on the information you provided, there are a certain number of offers that you may be eligible. John Doe, there are 7 offers available for John Doe. And so you can scroll through the offers, and on each offer, you can see their specific eligibility as well. But if they're appearing here, you qualify for the free file offering through that company. So you don't need to worry about the specific details in those boxes. At the bottom, you'll see the information you input into the questionnaire. And then when you're ready, you can go and click on one of the offers to begin the tax preparation process. And it's as simple as that.
Congratulations, you have successfully completed the tax preparation module. We hope you will consider using the IRS Free File program or MilTax in the near future. Remember, the overwhelming majority of us can prepare and file our own taxes for free from the comforts of our own home. Knowledge is power, so be sure to share this information with your friends, family, and other members of your local community. Thank you for tuning in to this module of the Financial Literacy Project. And please be sure to check out all the other helpful modules we have available for you. Take care.